Hello, hello. Good evening. I am back. I am so happy to be back. If you have watched me for some time, you know that I go live. I do my live challenges. I do these live videos, and I had to take a seat back. I had to step back a little bit, and my voice is still in and out, but I'm here today because I feel led to speak about manifesting and attracting millions. I feel like this is the perfect time as we get ready to wrap up the first quarter at the recording of this video. We are getting ready to wrap up the first quarter, and so I want to speak to you about manifesting and attracting millions. Now, if this is your first time catching me live, my name is Terry Alford. I am known as the Women's Wealth Strategist. And in short, I am here to help you attract abundance and retire wealthy. I usually say, my name is Terry Alford. I am known as the Women's Wealth Strategist. I specialize in helping business owners build wealth and financial freedom so that we can live, lead, and leave multi-million dollar legacies. And yes, the focus is still multi-million dollar legacies. And so on tonight, again, I feel led and compelled to share with you all how to manifest and attract millions. I know that I have cracked the code. I've cracked the code. I'm not saying that I have $1 million in the bank, but I have attracted millions, and I am continuing to attract millions in my industry. Now, if you are not in the financial services industry, you may not be aware of products that can help you protect your money from stock market losses right now. And I will be happy to show you those products. I will be happy to share with you how those products can help you. And one of the goals that I had on last year was to be able to roll over a certain amount of money. And y'all, I have done well over $1 million already. And it is not even the end of the first quarter. So how do you attract millions of dollars to be brought into your business, right? These are assets under management now by my company, which is TNA Financial Group, in partnership with the different carriers that I represent. So how did I do that? How did I manifest millions? Well, guess what? I'm still manifesting millions, and I'm still manifesting wealth because I am focusing on being a businesswoman that is building wealth. So I am not thinking about just today, but I'm thinking about in the future. So when you are manifesting millions, and when you are manifesting wealth, and when you are attracting abundance, it is very important that you set clear goals, that you cultivate having the right mindset, and you take intentional actions consistently, daily, like against all odds, like against the status quo. In order to manifest and attract millions, you must understand the law of attraction, and you must be willing to do some things that others won't do. You may have to be willing to accept some things that others won't accept, like the fact that not everybody is going to like you. Not everybody is going to understand you. Not everybody's going to want to be around you. And not everyone can deal with your light. Let's say it like that. Some people are going to be jealous of your light. They will come in like they're trying to advise and support, but the truth of the matter is they really just want to dim your light. And when you are a CEO, as I mentioned with my Business Women Building Wealth group earlier this evening, when you are a CEO, you have to be very decisive about the decisions and the movements that you're going to make this year. Like, it's time out for being indecisive. You have to be super clear on where you're going and stay the course and stay focused, regardless of what anybody else says. You must be focused, and you must be focused on millions, because if you have not noticed, pretty soon there will be two classes in America: the haves and the have-nots. Which class do you want to be a part of? It's that simple. Which class do you want to be a part of? Do you want to be a part of the haves or the have-nots? If you are a part of middle class America, it's only a matter of time before the class continues to shrink to where we will have to choose between being a part of the haves or the have-nots. So that's why I'm saying manifesting millions, attracting millions. When I speak with business owners and I ask them, how much do you want to make? How much do you need to make in order to be comfortable? And they say, I just need enough. No, not just enough, because what was enough 10 years ago is not enough today. What was enough to buy a dozen of eggs 10 years ago is not enough to buy a dozen of eggs today. So we got to get out of the mindset of, I just want enough. No, exceedingly, abundantly, above all we can ask or think is what my Bible says. It says that God can give us exceedingly, abundantly, above all we can ask or think. So that means that we need to think higher. Our thinking needs to grow as we grow. How do you want to grow your finances, but you don't want to grow your mindset? How do you want to grow your finances, but you do not want to grow your emotional intelligence? You do not want to grow your business acumen. Now is the time to do that. So if you are ready to manifest and attract millions, you have to be decisive. And you have to make data-driven decisions and not move just based on your emotions. You have to be truly emotionally intelligent. You want to move with wisdom. You want to move decently and in order. You want to have clarity. You want to be specific in your ask. You don't want to be all over the place. This is not the time to be all over the place, because you have a small window of opportunity to change your life forever. Most days, most months, most weeks in the year, you have a small window of opportunity. So you want to always be ready so you don't have to get ready, because you can be one handshake away from $1 million. You can be one handshake away from $1 million deal. You can be one handshake away from $1 million legacy. You can be one handshake away from $1 million sale. You can be one call away. You can be one referral away. You can be one DM away. You can be one speaking engagement away. You can be one event away. You can be one conference away. You can be one text message away from $1 million deal. But you want to show up and be ready. Instead of saying, I want just enough, I just want to get just a little bit. No, you have to think higher. You have to move with a higher level of energy if you want to attract and manifest millions. You see, I was able to attract higher profile clients in 2024. And I continue to attract higher profile clients in 2025. Not that anything was wrong with my clients that I served. Thank you to all my clients that have been my clients since the beginning. Without you, I wouldn't be here. 5 years, full time, no job, only self-employed, just me and Jesus working this business, okay? So I want to say thank you to all of my clients, but I have been able to close even bigger deals because I manifested that and I attracted those people to me, and it started internally. We spoke about this at the Attract Abundance Conference in October. Shameless plug. We will have the Attract Abundance Conference again, October 25. Okay? October 2025. It will be October the 24th through the 26th. It's going to be a Friday through Sunday. It is something you do not want to miss. So if you want the link to sign up for the wait list, or if you're interested in learning how to become a part of the event as a sponsor, I just want you to type the word conference, and I'll make sure that my team and we engage with you so we can make sure that you're at the Attract Abundance Conference. But I spoke about it last year at the Attract Abundance Conference. In order for you to be the next level version of yourself, you show up as the next level version of yourself. The things that used to bother you don't bother you like they used to anymore. I remember I was working with one of my business coaches. This was a couple of years ago. And I realized that I didn't let go of some things that was holding me back in business. I was like, I don't want to recruit people to my team. I don't want to be a business coach anymore. I don't want to help people make money anymore. I just want to focus on me and mine because people have done me wrong. I've had chargebacks roll up. I've had from agents that didn't have integrity. I got people out there that's owing me money. I don't want to do this anymore. But I know this is what I'm supposed to do, right? And it took me some time to get over it. My former business coach, she asked me on a group coaching call. She said, Terry, your name is Abundance. And the next time that you start thinking with that low level thinking, you're literally distracted because of two people. Like, out of all the people in the world who would love to have you as their mentor, as their coach in the financial services space, out of all the people in the world, you let these two people stop you from fulfilling your purpose, stop you from doing what you know God called you to do. Terry, your name is Abundance. And the next time you get ready to have that stinking thinking, I want you to ask yourself, what would abundance do? How would abundance respond? And I haven't been the same since. Because I said, you know what? My name is Abundance. My name is Abundance. So I asked myself, what would abundance do? How would abundance respond? When somebody do me wrong or when somebody being messy or petty, I say, you know what? As a woman who manifests and attract millions, how would she respond to this? How would she respond to that? And I use this in my personal life as well as my business life. How would she respond to this? How would she respond to that? As someone who is building a multi-million-dollar company, as someone who's building a multi-million-dollar brand, as someone who's building a company that's going to have multiples of millions of dollars in assets under management, how would she respond to this? That text message that she got from that cousin that she never had a good relationship with, how would she respond to that text message? To the lie that's being told by somebody that's jealous, how would she respond to that? How is she going to respond to that? Be her now. So if you want to manifest and attract millions, show up as that person now. Your physical environment needs to look like, smell like, sound like a place that is fit for someone who manifests and attract millions. Everything around you need to remind you of the fact that you are someone that manifests and attract millions. You are someone who not only manifests and attract millions, but you're somebody who manifests, attract, and multiply millions. Let's say you're a realtor or you're a loan officer, for example. Well, now the housing market is different. So it doesn't take as many houses to be a $1 million producer or a $1 million real estate agent. But let's say, you came into 2025 and you said, my goal is to do 5 million in real estate, sell enough homes that are worth $10 million. Well, guess what? If that's what you want to do, act like you're her already. Act like you're him already. Show up like that $10 million producer now, today, not tomorrow. Show up as her or him today. How would she manage her time? How would he manage his time? How would he respond to DMs? How would he respond to text messages, to phone calls? If you want to be someone of integrity, you don't wait to be somebody of integrity when you have more money. More money doesn't make you be a person of integrity. You have more integrity now. Am I making sense? Is this good? If this is good, put a "this is good" in the comment section. Oh, I see some comments. Jasmine, good evening. She said, hello, beautiful. I know the feeling. Amanda. Oh, Amanda. I see you have an event. I don't know if it's, I think it's this weekend. I hope everything goes well up there. I love you. Thank you for tuning in, Queen. I hope to see you at the Attract Abundance Conference. Come on down to Texas. Samuel said, this is right on time. Listen, cousin whom I've never met. He not the cousin I was talking about, y'all. He ain't the cousin I was talking about. Yes, paradigm shift, he said. Yeah, it's time to shift. It's time to shift. We have people that are getting laid off from their jobs. We have people that are getting forced into early retirement. The shift is here. The shift is here. So again, as I said before, which group do you want to be in? Do you want to be in the haves groups or the have-not groups? That's it. Where do you want to be? I am excited to say that I have been helping quite a few people who are worried about their life savings being lost to this volatile market. I am happy to say that I've been able to help those people move their money to safety and give them the potential to earn extra money. So if you are looking at your 401k, if you're looking at your 403b, if you're looking at your IRA and you're like, I don't know how much more I can afford to lose, I highly recommend that you set an appointment. You see, there's a link that's going across the bottom of the screen, and there is a comment in the comment section that says you can book an appointment with me if you want to retire wealthy. If you want a free consultation, you can book an appointment with me. I am here to teach you and to serve you and to show you options. If you don't like my options, then you can go somewhere else. But at least I'm doing my job in showing you what options are out there. And even if you do decide to roll over your TSP, your 401k, your 403b, your IRA, whatever it may be, we have to sign a document that says that I'm going to get paid commissions by the companies that I work with, the companies that I represent. I'm not going to charge you a dime for the consultation. I'm not even going to charge you a dime to help you move the money. I was on a 3-way today with Fidelity for a client of mine, instructing them to give her the paperwork so we can move this money. Dee Dee Hill says, so right. Thank you, Dee Dee. I'm looking forward to your event in May. Yes, I think it's like May 15th. I'm looking forward to it, Queen. But again, if you want to manifest and attract millions, you have to have the right mindset. You have to operate like it's going to happen. You have to give yourself positive affirmations. I remember before I closed my biggest deal to date, well, that was the biggest deal. So the next biggest deal came in. Y'all, I was looking at my calendar. I was looking at my to-do list. I was like, you know what? There are so many things that I need to do, but I know I want to go to sleep. I know I need to go to sleep. So I had a conversation with myself, and I told myself, self, your name is abundance, and you are a magnet for wealth and prosperity. Go to sleep. I kid you not. I went to sleep. I took a nap, and a client of mine called me and said, Terry, I have this money. I need you to move it. Let's go ahead and do what you've already showed me you know how to do. Long before I had access to this money. Check this out. I prepared my client for the move 2 years ago. Didn't know when it was going to happen, but I said, you know what? There's going to come a time and day where you're going to want to move this. And because I planted the seeds and because I educated my client 2 years ago, after I took my nap, or actually while I was taking my nap, she called me. I was glad to have my nap. And she called me. Y'all, I popped up out of the bed. Can I be real with y'all? I popped up out of the bed. I put my virtual background on. This is not a virtual background. You see, this is me right here. I put my virtual background on and I got up and we did that application right there immediately. But what did I tell myself before I went to sleep? I said, self, Terry, you are a magnet for wealth and prosperity. And because you are a magnet for wealth and prosperity, you can go to sleep. It changed my life. I've been a workaholic for a long time. I became a principal at 27 years old. Okay. I was an assistant manager of a men's warehouse store, a retail clothing store as a college student. Imagine me walking, 20-year-old Terry walking up as the manager on duty at the men's clothing store. That was me. Like I am not a stranger to working, and I'm not a stranger to working hard. But guess what? I was able to attract more clients, higher profile clients, have even better deals by actually having the affirmation that, you know what, I'm going to sleep. I'm going to spend more time becoming an expert at different levels within my industry. I'm going to spend more time investing in me personally and also investing back into my business. Y'all, when I get a bonus, because I do get bonuses, thank you, Lord. When I get a bonus, I invest that money right back into my business. And every round goes higher and higher. I invested right back into my business. I started this year with more people that I actually pay on a monthly basis, because when I increase my income, I said I'm gonna invest that back into my business. You know why? Because I'm manifesting and attracting millions. You want to know the other secret to attracting millions and manifesting millions? When you figure out how to do something really well, you do it again and again and again and again and again and again and again. See, one of my coaches told me that some years ago, and it didn't click like it's been clicking lately. When you do something really well, don't get shiny object syndrome and try to do 17 other things so you can have 17 streams of income. You do that same thing again and 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 again. That's how millionaires become millionaires. That's how billionaires become billionaires. Yes, they make mistakes along the way. Yes, they do take risks. But I will tell you this, when they figure out something that works really well, they stay focused and they keep going and going and going and growing and going and growing and going. Is this hitting home for somebody? Amanda said, come on, be real, sis. I am being real. I'm being as real as I can be, because I've been quiet. Thank you to everybody who've reached out to me via text message, via phone calls, via DM, because y'all have noticed that I haven't been going live as much as I've been going live. You notice I haven't been outside in the DFW area as often as I typically have been. Well, I've been out of town. I've been working. But I also have been in a season where God is like literally helping me have better balance, right? And so, as someone who is single, have no children, I have to be intentional about my me time, because I will not give myself me time because I don't have to, right? I'm self-employed, and so I make my own schedule. So I'm having to be intentional about unplugging, right? Intentional about saying, you know what, I'm not going to overwhelm my brain by trying to focus on 15 different things. In this season, this is my focus. Tonight, this is my focus. Tomorrow, this is my focus. Next week, this is my focus. So that's where I've been. Have I been good? Yes, thank you so much for checking on me. I've actually been pretty darn fantastic. I've been pretty darn fantastic. And I'm going to really unplug in a couple of weeks. Can't wait to show y'all what I'm about to do in a couple of weeks. But I'm going to really unplug in a couple of weeks. Because I said this year, I really want to operate as a $1 million CEO until my business generates $1 million in a year. I want to operate just like her. And then when my business generates $1 million in a year, I want to operate like a $5 million CEO. Then I want to operate like a $10 million CEO. But I'm not going to wait until I get to that level to operate. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I've been a 6-figure CEO, so I'm operate like a 7-figure CEO. Then after that, I'm operate like an 8-figure. Like it starts here. It starts here. You want to manifest and attract millions? Be attractive. Be attractive. Be somebody that people want to be around. Be someone that people feel that you not only have the solution, but you care about their problem. The reason that I have people that come to me without me ever buying leads, if you don't know anything about my industry, most people buy leads. They spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to get the type of leads and to get the type of production that I have within my business. And I'm gonna be honest, I've been the best kept secret for a long time. I've been humble for a long time. But in this season, God is telling me to show up and show out. And so that's what I'm doing. But people spend hundreds of thousands of dollars for leads. Ladies and gentlemen, I have never bought a lead. Period. Point blank, period. I can't even tell you where to go to buy financial services leads or insurance leads, because I don't do them. Now, I'm not knocking people that do, but I don't. Okay? I don't. I haven't. You want to know where I get my leads from? I was at a conference. I was at the Heartland Financial Group conference this week, and people were asking, Terry, where you get your leads from? I attract them. But how? I'm attractive. I am a business coach. So if you're interested in coaching with me, I got a 90-day laser coaching offer. I can help you there. But I literally attract my leads. And I also get referrals. I don't purchase leads. Not knocking those of you who do, but I never have and I never will, right? That's just not that's not my strategy. Maybe their strategy, but you know what? In order to attract leads, though, I had to be attractive. People come to me because they're like, okay, Terry, I have these money issues, or I just don't understand insurance. I have a doctor that's a client of mine, medical doctor. She said, Terry, insurance is one of the most confusing things. I feel like it's the eighth wonder of the world. She's a medical doctor. She's highly intelligent, right? She didn't understand insurance, so I helped her understand insurance in terms of like investment grade life insurance. She's like, oh my gosh, the way you break it down, like you make it so easy to understand. That's why she decided to work with me, because I became attractive. And I also said, I'm going to work with more doctors. I'm going to work with more medical professionals. So guess what? Guess where I'll be next week? I got a speaking engagement in front of more medical professionals. Long before I even knew any of the people that's going to be in the room, or even before I knew the person that's actually connected me to the people in the room, I manifested. I said, I'm going to help more medical professionals build wealth and retire wealthy. I said it. I acted on it. I acted on it. Not act like I acted on it. Like, this is where I'm going. This is where I'm going. Before I started the Business Women Building Wealth movement, I was working with quite a few people. I had different groups that I was working with. One group that I worked with was educators. I still do work with educators. But before I started with the Business Women Building Wealth movement, I made the decision that I wanted to help more business women build wealth, and not just make money and not just look cute on camera, but actually build six-figure retirement streams over six-figure retirement dreams. It is unfortunate that so many business women work hard day and night and they cannot retire. It is so unfortunate that so many business women are working day and night, and the average business income for a Black woman in America is $24,000. What? $24,000? No, ma'am. No. That's not it. Now, if you're giving yourself a $24,000 raise and you're adding it to your 9 to 5 salary, that's a different conversation. But even with that, $24,000 is not the goal. But if you're doing more than $24,000 a year, you're already doing more than majority of the Black business women in America. I said, oh, no. I mean, I want to show women who look like me, who sound like me, how to build multi-million-dollar legacies, but I need to teach them how to make millions of dollars too. And so that's where the Attract Abundance came from. That's where the Attract Abundance conference and the Attract Abundance movement start coming from. Because it's not good. It's not enough to just give you the products. I can teach you everything that I know. But if you don't have the coins, you're just going to be sitting there on that knowledge. And so that's why I am the women's wealth strategist who helps you attract abundance and retire wealthy. Again, this live, this video, this recording is about how to manifest and attract millions. You know, another thing that changed my whole perspective and it changed my whole way of doing life is waking up with a better attitude of gratitude. How are you doing? Sometimes people ask me how I'm doing. I'm like, I'm growing and glowing. I'm in a season of learning and earning instead of saying, girl, I'm on the struggle bus. Girl, I need some help. If the Lord don't come, if the Lord delays his coming, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. Absolutely not. Why speak that way? No, you're in a season of learning and earning. You are growing and glowing, right? You are sowing and plowing something. But you're not going to speak that negativity of over your life. You're going to be grateful. You're going to be grateful. God says, if you will be faithful over a few things, then I'll make you ruler of many. You want to have millions of dollars, but you're not even managing the hundreds that you got, right? Uh-oh. I don't know who I'm talking to. I wasn't even planning on going down this aisle tonight. You want to manifest millions, but the thousands that you got, you are not being a good steward of. If God can't trust you with hundreds and tens and thousands, he knows he can't trust you with millions. Sometimes people will say, and I'll just be honest, like, you know, I've been blessed in some areas. Some people will say things while I'm out and about. Yeah, people say the craziest things to me. They'll say things like, girl, God knew not to give me a body like yours because I'll be out here being a hot mess. Okay. It's a weird compliment. I hear stuff like that all the time. Well, it works the same with the money, right? God knows not to give you millions yet because you're going to be a hot mess. You may forget who he is. You may forget where your millions came from. You may forget your purpose. You may quit on God. So he ain't going to give you millions yet until he knows that he can trust you to do the right thing when nobody else is watching. To do the right thing, whether you have $100,000 or $2. These last $2. I'm not going to lose. Anyway, there's a song for everything. If this is your first time watching me live, just know I got a song for everything. But I'm for real, like for real, for real. You got to wake up with an attitude of gratitude. And even in your prayers, I've noticed in my prayers, I ask for forgiveness. I ask for forgiveness a lot. And one of the things that I ask for forgiveness for is not being more grateful, for God keeping us from danger seen and unseen. Right? For God to supplying our every need. Like, you may think that your every need is not supplied, but if you are watching this live, I beg to differ. You still are here. Y'all, there have been times in which I have looked at my bank account and I said, how did I get here? How did you get here? Right? How did I get here? And even now, I sing the same. How did you get here? According to the stats, according to the enemy, you ain't supposed to be here. But you're here. When you wake up with an attitude of gratitude and you move and you flow like a person who is grateful for where you've been and how far you've come, you move a little differently. The things that used to bother you don't bother you as much no more. The arguments that you used to partake in, you don't even want to argue no more. I had somebody text me, I think it was a couple of weeks ago. And this person texted me and I was like, thank you for texting me. I wish you well. I wish you much success and blessings. I'm not finna argue with you. Like, I don't have anything to say. I don't have anything to say. I'm not about to engage in foolishness. Not at this level. Ma'am, you can have whatever it is that you can have whatever you like away. Because you shown me your true colors and you shown me your heart and you shown me that in this season, you're not as trustworthy as I thought. So I'm not even about to argue. We're not going to argue. Samuel said, testify and preaching. Listen, I'm just saying what thus said the Lord. He said that you should wake up and have a heart of thanksgiving, right? You should be grateful, right? And when you're grateful, you exude joy. And when you're grateful, you have a positive attitude. And when you're grateful, you have attractive energy. And when you have attractive energy, then guess what? You attract people. And the more you attract, in terms of people, like people bring resources, people bring networks, people bring money. You may not be in financial services, but you still need to understand what I'm saying. People bring sponsorships. I was able to secure a silver sponsor for the Attract Abundance Conference this week. Why? Because people bring sponsorships. People bring resources. They bring networks. And it comes from your energy. But if you got bad energy, people don't want to be around bad energy. You want to attract what you want. You don't want to chase. You want to attract it. How do you manifest it? You act like it's going to happen. Like you don't act like, well, I hope, ain't no, I hope it works. It's gonna work. It's gonna work, or it's gonna work. And you surround yourself with people who have positive energy, and they're going to pour into you. Now, they're going to be real. They may say, well, Queen, based on the data, it looked like you may not want to make that decision this year. You may want to put that on next year's vision board. You need some people that's going to be real with you like that. But you also need some people that's going to be with you and say, hey, you got it. I am cheering you on. You can do it. You can do it. You got it. Okay? You got it, girl. You got it, girl. I can't sing because my voice has been doing the strangest things this year. But when I get my singing voice back, I'm gonna sing because that's my that's what God is trying to tell me. Because growing up, I would hear if you don't use it, you will lose it. And God knows I've been wanting to sing so badly. So when I get my voice back, when it's fully back, y'all will be hearing me sing. Y'all will definitely hear me sing. Okay. So like I said, surround yourself with positive people, have positive energy, be disciplined, be disciplined, be disciplined. You want to manifest and attract millions, be disciplined. Be disciplined. Be disciplined. Don't manifest the millions and then mess up the millions. You don't want that to be your story. You don't want that to be your legacy. How sad would it be for your children to say, man, I witnessed my mom making millions of dollars, but we were left with nothing because there was nothing left. You are going to have obstacles. You are going to have setbacks. You are going to have challenges. But again, those are there to help you grow, to help you learn, to help you evolve. You got to trust the process. But if you give up too soon, it could take you weeks, months, years to get back to where you were when you may have been, again, right there. Right where you needed to be in order for you to reach your $1 million goal. Whether that's making $1 million, having $1 million under assets, whether that's reaching 1 million people, maybe that's generating $1 million in 10 years. Because truth be told, $1 million in 10 years is $100,000 for 10 years straight, right? Most people who are listening to this live and even watching this replay, you're going to make $1 million in your lifetime. You're just shortening the time frame in which it takes you to make it. Are you going to make $1 million in 20 years? If you make $50,000 a year for 20 straight years, that's $1 million. How soon do you want to make your millions? How soon do you want to attract your millions? How soon do you want to manifest your millions? The last part of it is you got to be ready to receive it, though. You can't psych yourself out and say, I'm not worthy. It's not for me. Oh, I'm not worthy. No. That used to be me, right? That used to be me. I used to say, oh, somebody else is better than me at this. Somebody else can do this better. And then I had to realize God had to show me the hard way, like, no, you really are the one. This is your lane. This is your part. This is what I called you to do. These are your people. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. You got to be ready to receive. If you are blocking your millions, then you got to do some internal work, because I was blocking my millions. I wasn't manifesting and attracting millions. I was blocking them. I was shrinking. I was like, oh, millions. Don't come over here. We don't do millions over here. We don't have no millionaires in my family, or at least that I know of. No millions. Not me millions. Not me. Not little on me. Be ready to receive. Get yourself ready. Make room for your millions. Make room. Make room. Make room in your house. Make room on your computer. Y'all, have you ever got ready to download something really, really cool on your computer, and then your computer say, oh, out of storage? And you're like, hey, I really want this thing. But you can't even download. Ooh, this is good, y'all. You can't even download what you really, really want until you get rid of some junk. So then you go into your storage and you say, what is on this doggone computer that I don't need anymore? What is it that's holding me back? What is it that's stopping me from downloading what I know I need and want right now? So that's what I mean when I say you don't need to wait until the opportunity comes to get ready. You should already be ready. You should have already made room for your millions. You should have already made room for your $1 million contract, your $1 million client, your $1 million opportunity, your $1 million legacy, your $1 million insurance policy. If you don't have $1 million in life insurance, then guess what? You need to book an appointment. Let me help you get more coverage. If you can physically qualify to get more life insurance, get it. Because all it takes is one medical emergency that will change how you operate. You see, I don't have any control over my voice. I thought I did. God had showed me I don't. If you become ill with a critical, chronic, or terminal illness, it's going to affect the rate at which you attract millions. It's going to affect how you manifest millions. So make sure you have an accelerated living benefit life insurance policy. So if you do become ill, you can pull from that policy and invest that money back into you. You can pay off your house, you can pay off your medical bills, and you can start manifesting and attracting millions again. Once you're cancer free, once you get over that stroke, once you get delivered, once you get healed. Too many people live physically but die financially because they're not prepared. So I am a life insurance broker. I say it loudly and proudly. If you do not have life insurance that have the accelerated living benefit rider, please, please, please book an appointment. I have 2 days left in this month in which you can get on my calendar for an appointment. You have next Tuesday and Wednesday. And then after that, I'm going to take a little time off. Okay, I'm taking a little time off. So I highly recommend you get on my calendar so that we can make sure that you have a $1 million policy, because we are manifesting and attracting millions. And did you know that your life insurance is an asset? Did you know that if you have cash value life insurance, that's an asset that counts? I have to do something called suitability. Whenever I get ready to write an annuity application, I have to answer questions on the application, and I have to list all of my clients' assets. So right under the line with most of the companies, right under the line where it asks about real estate property value or other real estate other than the house that people are living in, it says cash value in a life insurance policy, because it's an asset too. You want to manifest and attract millions? You prepare for your millions now. You prepare to give, multiply, live a multi-million-dollar legacy, lead a multi-million-dollar legacy, and leave a multi-million-dollar legacy right now. Amanda said, trust the process. Yes, trust the process. How soon? Very soon, Queen. Very, very soon. Very soon. He said, that's my word, be disciplined. Thank you, Samuel. What was the hardest part of your mentality to change? The hardest part of my mentality was to feel that I was worthy, that I deserve it. Thank you for asking me. That I was worthy. I convinced myself like I just need enough. That's why y'all hear me talk about that. I'm talking to my former self. I used to say, I don't need a lot. I just need a little bit. Just a little bit. Just enough. Get me by. I'm good. I don't need a lot. I don't need a lot. I just need a little bit. to get over the fact that it was okay for me, not just okay. I am in alignment when I am multiplying and manifesting abundance in my life. I'm in alignment. I'm out of alignment when I'm blocking it, because that's what's supposed to come to me, because I am a manifester. That's part of my human design. For those of you who know what human design is, I am a manifester. That's what I do. I'm a manifester. Samuel, my name means harvester. It means reaper, harvester. That's what Terry means. Go Google it. I am supposed to harvest. That's a part of my DNA. That's a part of my makeup. I don't even know if my parents knew that when they named me Terry, that it was about the fact that I am to harvest. I am to receive a great harvest. It is okay for me to get awards here on earth and not just in heaven. I was okay with, oh, I'm going to get my award when I get to heaven. And I would literally give till I had nothing left, because I didn't know how to receive. I didn't know how to receive. So that was a big part of my growth. I had to realize that I am worthy. Not only am I worthy, but abundance is my birthright. Wealth is my birthright. It's decent and in order for me to be a wealthy woman. It's decent and in order for me to be a woman of God and represent God in his kingdom, and not be out here singing a song about being on the struggle bus. He don't want that. He's not getting any glory out of that. There's a part in the Bible where it says, like, we shouldn't have to look outside of the kingdom of God for anything. Anything. I hope I answered your question, Samuel. You know, we could talk on the phone, cousin, but that is like a big part of my mentality that I had to change, because I've always had the skill set and the ability to be, I guess I would say, $1 million producer. I already knew like I could be $1 million producer. See, here's the thing. I've been $1 million producer before I was $1 million producer. It was this right here that had to change, and me say, you know what? Go ahead and get that title. Just do what you need to do, because you are $1 million producer. Like, accept it. Except you trying to hide in the background, and God wants you to be out in the front. You want to be behind the scenes, and he called you to be on stage. You want to be quiet, and he's telling you that you are not speaking enough. So I had to grow in that area. I hope I answered your question, Samuel, and I thank you for asking. I got to get ready to wrap this up. I've been talking to y'all for about 47 minutes. Can't y'all tell I feel good? I'm glad to be back. I'll be doing my lives. If you found this to be educational, I want you to type the word educational in the comment section. If you found this to be motivational, I want you to type the word motivational in the comment section. If you found it to be inspirational, I want you to type the word inspirational in the comment section. And whether or not you're watching this live or watching the replay, type in hashtag replay in the comment section. I really want you all to consider two things. I want you to consider being a part of the Attract Abundance Conference in October. Why am I telling you this right now? I want you to put the dates on your calendar. I want you to put the dates on your calendar. Male or female, doesn't matter. I want you to put the dates on your calendar, and I want you to make it your business to be in that room. I want you to be in that room, because we're going to not only manifest and attract millions, but we're going to focus on how to be great steward of those millions, how to multiply those millions. We have attorneys that are speaking about estate planning, business law, intellectual property, contracts, so many things, right? So many things. We got different tools that will be shared, but we're also, again, going to focus on the internal that needs to happen, so that you can externally do what you need to do to attract the millions. Now, if you're like, I'm not a businesswoman, well, if you're a woman who's about her business, or a man about his business, you are going to want to be in this space and in this energy, because you don't have to be a business woman or a businessman to need to understand how to have these things in place properly to have your multi-million-dollar legacy. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing is, if you have yet to meet with me one-on-one, I'm giving you the opportunity to do it. There is a link that's in the comment section, and it is an opportunity for you to book a Retire Wealthy consultation, or maybe you just want to have virtual coffee and say, Terry, some of the things that you share on the live, I have questions about, or I just want to say thank you for sharing that information, because I really needed to hear that. Y'all, my love language is words of affirmation. So I appreciate you all letting me know how this affects you and how this is helping you on your journey. Okay. All righty. Well, that is it. Amanda said educational, motivational, and inspirational. Well, praise God. I can relate to that. I had the same issue. I went in and out of it. Yeah, it's real, Samuel, and a lot of people don't talk about it enough, but I'm talking about it. All right. We're going to talk about it some more. Again, I thank y'all for watching my live. I'll be back. And don't forget to share this. If you know somebody that needs to hear this, make sure you share it. My name is Terry Alford. I am known as the Women's Wealth Strategist. I specialize in helping business owners attract abundance and retire wealthy. Good night.